Covered now by Gallant up the middle with a blast. Tugnutt the save. He doesn't see it. Fogarty got there first for the Nordiques, able to clear.
Tugnutt looks a little bit weak on those long shots. That's the second time now. He's lost sight of the puck, and here comes Sheppard.
Sheppard's in alone, faking a shot. Tugnutt the save as he threw the right pad up and made the stop on Ray Sheppard.
Brian Murray looking for Ray Sheppard, signed as a free agent this summer, to give him between 25 and 40 goals. He thinks that can happen with Sheppard's offensive ability.
Matt Sundin tried to play it along the boards. Wings clear. Here comes Yzerman, Yzerman and Miller. Yzerman between the circles, gets loose, fakes a shot, he scores! Steve Yzerman pulled the puck away from the defenseman. I believe it was Steve Finn. We'll wait and see on the replay, and snaps it home. His third of the year. It's 1-0 Detroit.
Boy, Finn's got to play the body there. He kind of went after the puck and let Yzerman go. If you let Yzerman alone and don't play the body, he's going to turn you inside out all night long.
Just tipped away by Melishek, number 27. Back the other way now for Paslowski. Paslowski up the right side, rips the shot, tipped by Chiasson wide of the net. In front, a chance here, save made by Cheveldae. It was Kip Miller that had the opportunity. Paslowski, one more try and a save. To the line, held in by Foot. His shot wide of the Detroit goal. Red Wings scrambling a bit in their own zone now. But Sheppard comes up with it. Three-man rush for the Wings. Carson right up the middle. Right side, Sheppard, a blast, he scores! Ray Sheppard!
Talk about a turnaround from one end to the other. You looked at, you might have had a 1-1 game on a great scoring chance by the Nordiques. Kip Miller, and he fanned on the shot, didn't get much on it. And Sheppard has had two great scoring chances in the period. Finally gets one, his first of the year. A 3-on-2 back the other way, right along the ice.
Down the Nordiques. Started back the other way. Up the middle, McNeil. Now for Redmond on the right side, cutting in for a shot. Cheveldae the save as he was out to cut off the angle nicely. Redmond up the left side, Yzerman. Dangerous pass there, he gave it away. Sakic, save made by Cheveldae.
Well, he didn't see the Quebec player coming off the bench. He dumped it over to a teammate who was back about 10 feet. And the Nordiques got to it before a Red Wing.
Nolan across the line to Tatarinov, shot, he scores! A quick wrist shot, beat Cheveldae. And Mikhail Tatarinov has put the Nordiques on the board.
Smart play by Tatarinov. Boy, he let that thing go lickety-split right away, and it's just a snapper. Played by Nolan. Tatarinov just sets it up and snapped it. Used the defenseman as a screen there.
Carson dumps it back inside the Quebec line. Greg Smyth rolls it right back out. Now Gallant back into the zone. Wings threatening. Here's a chance for Sheppard again. He hit the crossbar.
Oh.
Boy, how easily the Red Wings seem to move into the Nordique zone and get the scoring chances, but that one hit the crossbar. Able to get it out center ice. Vermette across the line, drops it for McNeil. McNeil backhand shot, Cheveldae the save, loose puck at the side of the net, couple of pops at it, and Cheveldae a stop there on McNeil right at the doorstep. Nordiques clear, here comes Sakic. Constantino trying to catch him on the angle. Sakic, nice move, gets the shot away, fired it just wide. That should be icing. And it's touched by Chiasson, and Chiasson took the hit from Nolan.
Well, you know what? That's the way Chiasson got hurt last year, getting wrapped from behind on a useless, meaningless icing call.
I think Nolan's the only one that's going in.
You're kidding. Holy mackerel.
Up the right side for Sundin, back for Tatarinov. He sends it to the line for Finn. His shot stopped by Cheveldae. Kip Miller on the rebound, was tied up by his brother Kevin. Just enough to prevent the goal. Miller across the line, spun around by Finn. Loose puck in front for Miller. He scores!
Look at this. Do you believe that turnaround? Holy smoke, like a pinball. It was bouncing around, and it was Kevin Miller really that started the whole thing off. And that's just, you know, you're working hard, but boy, you get some breaks, and that's a good example of getting a break. Miller ends up way behind the play in front of the net.
Goes to Sakic. He drops it quickly for Mike Hutt. Up the right side for Nolan, leading him in. Nolan gets there first, dropped it back. Nobody for the Nordiques, and Carson just tips it there for Sheppard. 3-on-2. Sheppard wanted to leave it for Gallant. Fogarty falls down. Sheppard circles the net, scores! He tucked it in somehow on the short side between the right goal post and Ron Tugnutt. Nick, I think this may have gone off the stick and kind of rolled up Tugnutt's body before it went into the goal, but it is a 3-goal advantage for the Wings.
No, you pointed it out that Fogarty made a good play at first. He had Sheppard off balance then, but he fell down and couldn't continue. And Tugnutt just does not get over to completely cover the side of the net. And that's why we're going to get a goaltending change as Jacques Cloutier. is going to replace Ron Tugnutt.
Well, the Nordiques have a hard time clearing it. It comes to Racine. Racine tees it up for the shot, deflected and hit the goalpost. Here is Fedorov. Tied up by Finn. Sean Burr on the loose puck. Burr right out in front. Cloutier the save, and he hangs on. Now Greg Smyth goes to Owen Nolan. Rink wide pass. Twist, pokes it ahead. Here's Sakic. He's in alone. He lifted it too high. Back the other way. Burr drops it for Fedorov. Fedorov, a little move on Nolan. Rolls it across. Racine, quick shot. Cloutier the save, and he'll hang on. Plays it ahead for Kip Miller. One-on-one against Chiasson. Miller is in for the shot. Save made by Cheveldae. His pass blocked by Claude Lapointe, who flips it out to center ice. Bouncing puck. Pearson being checked by Lidstrom. Tried to get it back on the backhand.
Oh, they'll holler here that there's no penalty called.
Greg Smith shot. He fired it wide. Now McCrimmon checked by Lapointe. Fedorov hit by Pearson. A steal. Puck is batted out of the air. We got a penalty coming.
Yeah, going to be Detroit penalty now. Crowd finally got to Cloutier, the referee, after Pearson was pulled down. And the Nordiques now with 6 skaters with the goaler out in the delayed call.
Sakic, nice move there. Gets a scoring chance. Pearson pokes at it. And finally we get a whistle from Cloutier. And we get tempers flaring a bit.
Pearson, the former Toronto Maple Leaf draft choice, and McCrimmon all tied up.
Tatarinov goes up the middle for Sakic. He'll get there.
Boy, they're lucky on that one.
Sakic breaks loose, sends it across. Chance here. Cheveldae, the stop. Loose puck. He has it covered. It was Fogarty that moved in, and somebody swept it out from underneath Cheveldae and into the net, but Cloutier had blown the play dead.
He's taking it from Marsh because Marsh got cracked pretty good down there.
Kip Miller up the right side for Sakic.
It's offside. It should have been offside. It never got in the zone.
Yzerman slapped it away. Cheveldae's inside the net. Now Nolan is drilled by Chiasson. Chiasson coming after Owen Nolan. Nolan's no stranger to this kind of stuff from his junior days.
Chiasson got a pretty good hold on him and wrestles him down to the ground.
Well, I think
that Konstantinov and Sundin yapping at each other in 2 different languages, I'm sure.
I think that goes back to Nolan taking liberties with Lidstrom a couple of times behind the play, and it looked like Nolan may have been the one that put the hit on Cheveldae, and Chiasson finally said he'd had enough. That's steered aside by Cheveldae. Twist just rams Konstantinov into the boards. Never went for the puck at all. Twist with a hook there on Fedorov and a hit on Primo. Twist has had about 3 penalties and hasn't been called yet. Here's a shot from the point by Smyth. Sweeps it to the corner. Racine plays it up the boards. Yzerman got it to Yzerman. Icing here. Unless Racine gets there ahead of Vermette. Racine with a big hit on Vermette. Vermette takes Racine to the ice.
Alan Kerr and Pearson now. They're 2 looking to get at it. Racine really got fired down by Vermette, didn't he? Right in the back of his head.
Goes rink wide for Twist. He just slaps it back into the Detroit zone. Icing if it's touched first by Marsh.
Oh, they called it no. And Marsh has got it up in his chest. He gets drilled by Sundin, and then Brad Marsh goes after Matt Sundin.
Why was that not icing?
I don't know. He did touch it, Marsh, first. And I thought they had indicated it would have been an icing or should have been an icing.
So for the Nordiques, their 3rd power play of the hockey game, a chance right off the bat for Sundin, and Cheveldae gets a piece of that one.
Can't see it anywhere. Oh, there it is. It's back at center ice.
Tatarinov rolls it across for Sakic. Save. Cheveldae. Rebound is stopped. Cheveldae out of the net. They try to get it in front, and Lidstrom blocked it. Tatarinov with a chance. Cheveldae the stop. Yzerman bats it with his glove. Konstantinov sends it ahead for Fedorov. Fedorov against Greg Smyth. Trying to cut in between the defense. Now Fogarty slaps it up the boards. It'll be held in by McCrimmon. McCrimmon lets a shot go. Saved by Jack Cloutier.
Going after Fedorov. He's punched Fedorov twice in the face, and Burr jumps in. Good for him.
Sergei got a pretty good pop in on Craig Smyth before they were separated.
Well, you see, the first time down the ice, Fedorov tried to slip he did slip the puck between Smith's stick and his feet, and Smyth just hauled off and drilled him with a right cross. There wasn't a call on that at all.
John Burr stepping in to protect his roommate.
He had both the Soviet players down for breakfast this morning, and Burr's kind of babysitting.
Oh, look at this. Smyth just took off after Fedorov and ran at him as he was supposed to be going to the penalty box. He goes after Fedorov. What is Greg Smyth thinking? I mean, what is he thinking? I mean, Greg Smyth is 6'3", 212 pounds, and not a stranger to the rough stuff, and I think he was just embarrassed by Sergei, both in the move that he made and the fact that Sergei popped him.
Well, somebody's bleeding, I'll tell you that much.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Smyth because
oh, you know what? I think it is Smyth. We can get a shot. He got cracked on the right cheek, and I'm not sure where that all happened, but it may have been in the second exchange with Fedorov down at the end. Now Cloutier's got to get this. Look at this. Look at the goat here. Holy gee, I'm telling you. Smyth punches a Red Wing on the bench, trying to go off. Who was it? Kevin Miller? It was. Kevin Miller sitting there, and Smyth punches him in the side of the face.
Boy, they've got to be careful here. You got a dangerous situation with these benches so close, and of course,
unbelievable. Holy smoke! I've never seen that before. This Kevin Miller, he's got his head down. I don't know if he's hurt or what. And Smyth actually took 2 pops at him.
Oh, he got him good, I'll tell you, or bad, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
There's nothing good about getting hit, especially when you don't expect it.
Jeez. Rimini, I don't know what the heck's going on with this game now. I mean, Kevin Miller's sitting there not even paying attention at all, and he gets smacked by Smyth, I think, twice. Fedorov got 2 and 5 for fighting. Smyth gets the same 2 and 5 for roughing and fighting. He gets a 10-minute misconduct and a match penalty, which was a game misconduct. But how can they give a 10-minute power play? They can't give a 10-minute power play for a misconduct.
For the match. For the match penalty.
For the match, yes.
Yes. The match penalty is what it's what the 10 minutes is up there for. So the Red Wings, out of all this,
they're going to have
a 2-man advantage
11
for
minutes,
a minute 20.
A minute 20 for 2 men, and if nothing else happens, then 8 minutes and 40 seconds of a power play. I
don't know if I've ever seen a 10-minute power play in the National Hockey League. I know it's in the rule book and it can happen. Here's a steal. Sheppard a chance, and he hit the goal post. The 4-on-3 advantage for 10 seconds. When Marsh's penalty expires, the Red Wings will have another opportunity. And here, Racine is stopped point blank by Jacques Cloutier. Racine in deep for Gallant. Gallant across now for Sheppard, and he misfires on it, as he had Cloutier at his mercy. Now cross ice for Carson, and he fans on it. 5 seconds left before Sundin comes out. It will go down to a 1-man advantage for the Wings. Here's Lidstrom. Sundin out of the box. The shot save. Rebound. Carson. A couple pops out, and he scores! On a second effort, a power play goal makes it 5-1.
Now Quebec just got their 4th player back. And I don't think he even got into the play, and it is a 5-1 hockey game. A moment later, who's this? Gallant?
Gallant and Finn. Finn challenged Gallant. And the linesmen get in there before anything can happen. It's recovered by Lidstrom. Yzerman, Burr, Lidstrom, and McNeil. Lidstrom across the line, works his way in, backhands it for Burr, save made by Cloutier, and a nice setup by Lidstrom.
Lidstrom doesn't look like he's having, at this point anyway, and it is early, having any problem at all adapting to the NHL. He looks pretty comfortable out there. Got his first goal the other night against the Blues.
Still 4 minutes remaining in the Red Wing man advantage. Sheppard trying to get his way through. He does. Cloutier on the stop. It was loose in the crease. Chiasson goes rink wide, and Yzerman has it there. Yzerman trying to get through foot. Picked up by Yzerman. He drops it back for Marsh. Marsh's shot deflected wide. Yzerman has it now. Back to the point for Chiasson. Lets the shot go tipped by Yzerman. Another chance. He scores.
Nothing to it.
A 4-on-4 goal, but Mick, it looked like a power play during that entire sequence.
Sure did. Yzerman very easily flipped it over top of Cloutier without a problem there. Again, Foot the rookie and Fogarty the youngster there, but they just don't know where to be or when to be there, and they pay the price again.
Sheppard winds up, fakes the shot, and was checked on the play by Belichick before he could make the pass. Yzerman, a repay hit on Tatarinov.
Yeah,
he knew who that was.
Look out, Tatarinov's coming after him.
And the words are going on as the play continues. Sakic shot is stopped by Cheveldae.
What? An awful lot of ill feelings going on here tonight. Yeah, Yzerman will take that penalty. The game's 6-1, and that's the time to do what you got to do.
Tatarinov took a straight one-hand punch at Yzerman about 6-7 minutes ago. Top of the circle, sends it back to the point for Fogarty. Knocked away by Fedorov. He's gone.
Penalty shot fashion for Fedorov.
Sergei Fedorov fakes and he fires it wide. Here's Primo right out in front, and Cloutier. Tatarinov will chase it down deep in the Quebec zone. Now
Twist and Gallant way behind the play. Twist trying to get Gallant to go, and you know what? Gallant will. The game's still going on. I thought I heard a whistle.
So did I. Held in by Sakic, but tipped away by Yzerman. What do we got behind the play? Kerr and Nolan. Nolan got that right hand loose, and Kerr did well just to avoid most of them. And that'll do it as the horn sounds to finally end this one. As the Red Wings win their third in a row, a convincing 6-1 win, getting 2 goals in each of the 3 periods. They'll head home, as we said, with a few days to think about the Winnipeg Jets on Wednesday. We'll be back with our Kowalski quality moment and some closing thoughts right after this.